What's going on, guys? Platinum Jangus here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we've got something a little new for you. Still sticking with the Trophy List review series, but this time we're reviewing it with you, and no better place than to start with Mrs. Platinum Jangus, of course. Let's do this. What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Welcome to episode 1 of I Review Your Trophy List Review, and no better place to start than with my favourite person in the world. It's Nat.
Hi guys.
So what I thought we would do is, when we go forward, I will have people on camera with me, but it just makes sense. Obviously, me and Nat living together, we're going to do it together. I just thought it'd be quite fun for the first one. Before we do get too far into it as well, the volume might be a little bit quieter. We've got the mic quite low down, so if you guys can't hear us, just maybe pop it up a tiny bit. And also, before we do get to the trophy list and to go through the nitty gritty, what I'm going to do with Nat today and with all of the guests for that matter, just so you guys can get to know them a little more and just for a little bit of fun more than anything, I'm just going to go through a couple of questions, a few this or that's, some gaming related, some not, just for a bit of fun. And as I say, we'll get straight into the list. So Nat knows nothing about these. I said I was going to do it, but she doesn't know what any of the questions are, so it'll be quite fun.
Dear God.
Try not to think about it too much. Just quick fire if you can.
Okay.
But if you need a bit of time, I'm sure we can. I'm sure we can give her that. Right. So we'll do the normal questions first, and then we'll move on to this or that.
Okie dokie. Sounds good.
Are you ready?
Let's go.
Are you sure?
Let's go.
Let's do it. Right. So do you remember what got you into gaming?
Truthfully, I've always played games since I was a kid, just like Daft Nintendo, Mario, things like that. I had a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, played Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, usual kids games, and then I fell out of it for a long time until I met you, in all fairness, and then you were playing PS3 at the time.
Was a console something you asked for, or
no,
was it just something that was in the family and you got into it, or was it something you always wanted?
No, I didn't know anything about them. It just got bought for me. It was a Sega originally, and then I got a Nintendo, Super Nintendo with the SNES, and I just enjoyed it.
Oh.
And then for a few years, I just sort of was in college and everything, didn't play, and then met you, and you had your PS3, and you were still playing, so I decided to join in with a really, really rubbish account called Baby Cakes.
Wow. That takes me back.
Called Baby Cakes, yeah. Bought the PS4, and then from there we moved in, and I stole your PS4, and then decided I had to buy me a proper one. So
yeah, sounds good. We've got loads of questions, so we'll go through them. Do you remember what your first console was?
So yeah, it was a very old Sega. I wasn't nice. Sega Mega Drive. I was not a fan of that Sega at all. I'm not a big fan of Sonic. Then I got the SNES, and yeah, Super Mario all the way.
Sounds good. What got you into trophies? What made you start trophy hunting? Was there anything specific you can remember, or?
Nothing specific. Yourself, obviously, you weren't a hunter at the time, though.
Not
when I first got
point.
with you, you weren't really a massively hunter.
Kind of
it wasn't until we got the PS4 where you looked into it in more detail, and then that made me want to. The fact that you did something and you got an achievement for it was like, oh my god, you felt very proud of yourself. So yeah, it's probably just you and the PS4 just made it all worthwhile.
Sounds good. Good answer. I like it. What is your favourite game of all time?
Oh wow.
Do you have a favourite? So many to choose from.
Truthfully, I'd still say Horizon Zero Dawn is my favourite game of all time. I've played it numerous times over and over, and I'm wanting to play it again. I just love it so much.
That's fair. Like it. Good choice. Love it, Eli. Do you have a favourite game series of all time? What?
Ooh, series.
So Horizon might be difficult because there's only 2 games, so I don't know. Do you have something that?
To be honest, I haven't played many series. I've only played a couple of Final Fantasies, and I've played quite a few of Assassin's Creed. So truthfully, I'd probably say Assassin's Creed because I've only played 2 Far Cry's out of all the Far Cry's.
Mass Effect, you did enjoy that.
I enjoyed Mass Effect. I'd probably still say I enjoy Assassin's Creed a bit more than Mass Effect, although Mass Effect was brilliant.
Yeah.
I'd go with Assassin's Creed.
Good stuff. Favourite TV series?
Oh wow, that's different.
Yeah, I just thought I'd mix it up with a few.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Fair enough. Favourite movie?
Oh, God. Favourite movie?
Mm,
That's quite a difficult one, to be honest.
it's got to be one. What's something that
Adore.
did something spring to mind when I asked the question?
Not really, no, because there's
Avengers.
just there's a favourite movie, then there's a movie, then there's movies that you could watch a lot of. So I don't know really.
Yeah,
I haven't actually got a favourite. I think I've got a load where you can watch on repeat without
yeah.
getting bored.
That's fine. No worries. Favourite video game character of all time?
Oh God, character.
Yeah. Would it be Aloy? Would that be your favourite game, or is there anyone else?
I don't know, I feel like she's a bit bland sometimes.
She can be.
She can be a bit.
I think that's her upbringing and what makes her who she is.
Yeah,
But
I don't know. Character. I've never actually thought about it, to tell you the truth.
what about, I don't know, Nathan Drake, Lara Croft, Kratos? Anyone jump out?
There's no.
Even
I
just like
don't.
you
I
could
don't
pick
think
Spyro
that.
or Crash or
I don't
something.
think I've got a particularly. I like Ellie from The Last of Us.
Yeah,
I am an Ellie fan.
that's a good choice. No, fair play with that one. Favourite developer?
Oh God. It's gonna be like.
She's going to get rinsed for this, I know that.
I dared say it on camera. I'm a big Ubi fan.
Yeah,
And
fair.
big thingy, what's it called? It's Square Enix, so
Yeah.
not a lot of people appreciate that, but
No,
I am.
it's at the end of the day, it's all opinions. If everyone liked the same thing, there would only be one of everything. So
It's true.
it is kind of how it is. That's cool. If you could have any superpower, what would you have?
I don't know. There's so many. I'd probably like telekinesis.
Telekinesis.
Bit of Scarlet Witch in there with their cosmics and everything. That sort of
Crazy chaos magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
with a bit of telekinesis.
Favourite drink?
Alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
We'll do both. Favourite non and favourite alcoholic drink.
Alcoholic drink would probably at the moment it's a flavoured gin. Non-alcoholic. Oh God. Don't know. I also like coffee. So.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm a coffee fan. I don't know. Boring orange juice. Dr.
Boring.
Pepper.
No, that's pretty solid, to be fair. Favourite meal?
Like an actual meal or a takeaway meal?
Just anything. Like if I said you're gonna have to live off one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Pizza.
Pizza.
As long as I didn't get fat.
What pizza though?
Margarita pizza.
Just plain Jane.
Plain Jane.
Solid.
Plain margarita.
Very, very solid. Favourite Telltale game?
Oh. To be honest, I do like The Walking Dead. I like the first Walking Dead.
Yeah.
But Guardians of the Galaxy, The Wolf Among Us, Batman, they're all Tales from the Borderlands. They're all brilliant games.
Yeah, they're all well
But I
put
think
together.
Walking Dead I've played a couple of times and it just hits me in the feels every time.
Oh yeah,
Like-
yeah, definitely. What's the hardest game you've ever played?
Oh. The hardest.
Yeah.
Bloodborne, I'm currently playing. Awful.
It does have a huge learning curve, but I do think once you get used to it, I mean, you guys will know as well. You probably felt like that at the beginning when you were getting your head kicked in off the guys with pitchforks, and probably thought this is impossible. But I think once you get past that and you get to grips with the mechanics, it's not so bad. But yeah, no, that's a solid pick. I like it. What's your most anticipated game? So everything that we know is coming out. That's been announced. What you're looking forward to the most? Anything come to mind?
Not really, no. I think I'm sort of average for them all at the minute.
Both God of War, Ragnarok.
I'm excited for it, but I'm not. There's nothing that I really, really want.
Really?
Well, no. Like Horizon was my last one. I was really bigged up about it, so
yeah.
it's. I'd probably say it hasn't been announced yet, but I need Final Fantasy VII Part 2. In
Yeah,
all honesty,
I'll
I
accept it
need
because
that.
although we've not seen anything of it, we know it's
Like that is my
something
most
that's
anticipated for whatever that'll be.
we know
But
it's definitely something to come, don't we? What game deserves a sequel?
What game deserves a sequel? Oh
Yeah, or
wow!
something you would like,
Most of the
or,
games have sequels,
or something
so
you've played that's been standalone and you've maybe thought you'd like to see something more or see how they could expand it.
I don't know.
Like I don't want to put ideas in your head, but I always pick The Order.
Yeah.
For example, like I just think it was a
I
solid
always
game,
forget
but
about
they
The
could
Order.
do so much more with it now.
Oh God. I'm trying to think of what like I've played that I think I would love to play.
It's fine if you don't
to
have
be
an
honest,
answer.
I'd probably like another Kena. Like
Yeah.
another Kena game
Yeah, I
would be
love that
cool.
game. My
Yeah,
favourite game
I think
of
that would
last
be
year.
another game. I like that art style and everything. So
Yeah. What game should be remade? So maybe something from your childhood.
Simpsons Hit and Run.
Yeah, I was going to
Straight
say
away.
there's not that much you can choose from now because it seems like
Simpsons Hit and Run.
they've remastered everything. I think no, Simpsons Hit and Run is a great shout.
Remaster that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I do like that. Who would be your starter Pokemon? And I'm talking first generation here.
Original Pokemon.
The original three.
Me?
Who
I would pick a Char.
A Charmander.
Charmander.
Yeah.
Charmander all the way.
Me too. I always picked Squirtle when I was a kid because me and my mate Smitty, he had red and I had blue, and because it's got Blastoise on one of the cartridges, on the blue one, and Charizard on the other, I almost felt obliged to pick Squirtle, and he's on the same, and it kind of was like that until I realised that Charizard is the best. Let's face it. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
See, I say yes because I have pineapple on pizza at times with chicken and barbecue, which you don't agree with. So, my opinion, yes, pineapple does go on pizza.
The divorce papers are on the way. Anyway, yeah, I'm just quite plain, but pepperoni at the most. So these ones we'll do a bit quicker because this is the this or that. So trying to think about too much. These questions as well, which I will ask everybody who comes on and we review their lists. I'll try and expand or maybe change them. This was put together just quite quickly as a last minute idea. But are you ready?
Let's go.
Some gaming, some none. Some might not apply to you, but if you don't know, just let me know.
Let's go.
Right. Mario or Sonic?
Mario.
Nathan Drake or Lara Croft?
Nathan Drake.
Uncharted or Tomb Raider?
Uncharted.
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Team Cap or Team Iron Man?
Oh, really? Iron Man.
Ooh. Right, Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Batman. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
An easy game or a hard game?
Depends what your class is easy.
I suppose it's up for interpretation, but I don't mean like My Name is Mill. Maybe like a Spyro the Dragon or a Bloodborne, like where a lot of people fall somewhere in between, really.
I'm probably in the middle, but if I had to choose, I'd rather play Spyro.
You'd rather play Spyro. No, that's fair. But she has played a lot of tough games, by the way. Right. Open world or linear story?
I like an open world.
Open world. Would you rather be able to wield Mjolnir or have adamantium claws?
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir, okay. Single player or multiplayer game?
Single.
Spider-Man games or the Batman games?
Spider-Man.
Far Cry or Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed.
We know what's coming from earlier. The Last of Us or Uncharted?
The Last of Us.
Tekken or Mortal Kombat?
I've never played.
If you had to pick one though, just
from what I've seen, Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
I have no idea.
Crash Bandicoot or Spyro?
Spyro. Spyro.
Okay. Grand Theft Auto or Red Dead Redemption?
I've only ever played Grand Theft Auto, so Grand Theft Auto.
San Andreas or Vice City?
San Andreas.
Dragon Age or Mass Effect?
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age. I mean, they're both excellent. Let's face it. So that's interchangeable for me as well. Call of Duty or Battlefield?
Call of Duty.
Okay. Alien or Predator?
Oh, Alien.
Ronaldo or Messi? Ronnie, all the way.
R7.
Yeah, well, that's all the questions. I was just, as I say, daft little bit of fun, just so you guys can get to know Nat before we jump into the trophy list. And as I say, I will, I'll do it with everyone as well. Just a bit of a laugh, isn't it? A bit of a change from the norm. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll move over the trophy list. We'll see what trophies that Nat has been earning, see what she's been playing, see if there's any tips that we can give her. Have a little laugh at the games she's been playing. But there's also a story we can tell as well about the trophies when we get there. So I'll see you in a sec. So here's the profile then, ladies and gentlemen. Before we do get too far into the stats, I just wanted to explain before anyone judges sort of the number of games played, the platinums earned, all that kind of stuff. And Nat actually has had a couple of bad experiences, not just one, but a few, where she's had multiple profiles that have actually been lost. The long and short of it is, so you guys aren't commenting loads of tips about how that could be recovered. The simple reason being, because we do console sharing and she basically plays everything from me, there was no way of proving any purchases to unlock the account. But yeah, the long and short of it is they were lost. She's actually had over 250 platinums across a few different profiles and has recently had to start again. So she had a lot of bad luck, but is an epic gamer, so yeah, don't judge too much on the 16 platinums. She, as I say, has plus 250, which is mega impressive. She's played some amazing games, but we'll just have a little look at her new profile, see how she started, go through the games she's been playing, and hopefully one day you can get it back to.
This profile will be back to where it needs to be with all my amazing games on there. Slowly but surely, we will get there.
So let's have a look at this then. So I always like to read this out. So what made you go with that? To the edge of the universe and back, endure and survive. Ellie, The Last of Us.
I don't know.
It's pretty nice.
I just like this. I just think that's a nice saying. To be honest, it's like empowering. We all stick together. We will endure life. We will survive it.
I agree. I think it's a good little message. But it's pretty good. So 217 trophy level, 717 trophies in total, 16 platinums, 74 gold, 135 silver, and 492 bronze. So again, nice little ratio. Probably not going to see a ton of grubby plat, even though Bounty Bullets has just caught my eye there. You love Bounty Bullets, don't you?
I love Bounty Bullets. I need a third one.
It's quite fun, isn't it?
It's just so fun.
Yeah, easy
fun
going.
And colourful. I love it.
Right, so 20 games played, 16 completed to 100%. So Nat's got a completion rate of 83%, which is very impressive. Probably would be higher than that, the way she's started her games. It's just because there have been a few recent games started. Is that fair to say?
It is, yeah. I've ended up starting a lot of the same type of genre, so a lot of swords and fighting. So I've then moved into, I need a shooting game, which is where the Borderlands will come into it. So I've ended up starting about 4 or 5 games at once without realising I've done so, to be honest.
Yeah, so that would definitely be high, wouldn't it? So same with the unearned trophies, 145 isn't a lot, or it might be deemed as a fair amount for
Sorry,
only.
Guys.
You all right?
Got a little frog in the throat there.
But 145 unearned. It seems a lot for only 20 games played, but again, she has recently started a few, so that's something that's only going to come down. It's not going to go up anytime soon. 9.19 trophies a day. What's all that about?
It's fantastic though, isn't it?
Is that all your easy games that we're going to see?
That's all my easies. That's all my Bounty Bullets. My name is mailed a lot.
To be fair though, that's impressive, because I know you've done some other games as well. So yeah, it's very good. 337 views for a new profile. It's good.
Right,
is that you clicking on it?
It is every day. Every day I just press refresh.
Right, 952,501st in the world. How do you feel about that?
I'm in the green. I can't win.
It's going up, yeah, it's not going down. 106,919th in the UK. Are you bothered about the leaderboards? Is it something you look at?
No, the leaderboard doesn't bother me that much, to be fair.
Fussed.
No, I like my trophies per day and my unearns and my completion to be high.
Yeah.
Them 3 I look at more than anything else.
I agree that they're more important, I do.
Yeah, I'm more of a As long as my trophies per day is really high and my completion is good, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
Leaderboards, I'm not that bothered.
I'm obsessed with it, and I keep saying, but I just wish I wasn't. So let's run down the games then. Alphabetical as normal. So starting from the top, Anthem. You got it just after me, didn't you?
That game so much.
We miss Anthem, and
I do. I wish there was that would be a good sequel.
You think?
Now I've thought about it, I'd love an Anthem sequel.
I could see everyone in the world now going, it wouldn't.
It would. It'd be amazing sequel.
Well, we thought we were in the minority, weren't we? And we both platinumed this recently, and we posted the platinum on the trophy community I mentioned a lot, which is through Facebook. And we were actually quite surprised at how many kind of positive comments we got back. Because I've posted other games on there, and you're often getting comments, people saying trash game, sweaty game, no one wants this game, put it in the bin, all those kind of things.
I was shocked at how many people actually said Anthem is actually a good game, whereas we thought a lot of people really hated it from release. So it's it was nice to see other people did enjoy it, to be honest.
It did get a really bad rap. I don't think it was justified entirely.
Like Iron Man, simple as that's all I want from a game.
What about the platinum itself then? Did you find that it was easy, difficult?
To be honest, I think the platinum itself it's an easy platinum on paper. It's just a grind. It's not hard, it's not difficult. It's the collectibles, the Bastion challenges. Everything else comes pretty much naturally. As long as you equip your new weapons and your new stuff, your suit will level up. The missions are not hard at all. You can even play them co-op if you really wanted to. But no, I think it's more of a grind. But
I think I
followed a few guides off YouTube and found them really easy. So
I think 3 out of 10 is probably fair.
Yeah, it's not difficult at all.
So Bloodborne obviously is one of the ones you've recently started. Because I've been badgering you about playing something that's really gonna sort of test you, and you've done some tough stuff on your other profiles. So. Like, I don't know, Kena Bridge of Spirits you did on Master Difficulty, legit. Final Fantasy VII Remake, it's quite a tough one doing the top secrets battle with the... Yeah, I mean, it's actually not so bad, it's just that Bahamut fight, which is quite tricky. But yeah, you've done some really... And you've done Crash 1 before.
I did Crash 1
on your own.
I do like it.
I still don't have that yet, but...
No, I like Bloodborne. I think it's a cool little game, to be honest. It's just... It is hard if you don't get those moves right. Like, it is hard, but I will persevere, and hopefully with the help of him, Jeffrey here, I will.
Don't tell him my real name.
Jeffrey. And hopefully with the help of this fine gentleman here, he may help me get that platinum. So.
And Borderlands, then the next one, you'll platinum this on the other profile.
Yes. I think it was.
But obviously lost it.
Actually.
Yeah, it might have been two. It's that many now. It's a couple of profiles ago, had the platinum. It was
again, I love this game so much. It's
just some DLC trophies, isn't it?
Looter shooter game. Absolutely love these types of games. Just running around, just literally shooting everything without worrying. It's just so fun.
It is easy going, isn't it? But
it's just so fun.
You can have a lot of fun with it. I
like when you pick up a new weapon and it's a different colour. Like you go from green to blue to purple. I'm like, ooh, new weapons.
Bounty Bullets we won't talk about. We've mentioned that.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah, game of the generation, guys. Pick it up if you haven't. What about Call of Duty, COD 4, Modern Warfare?
I'd played it on an old profile before, but I never achieved the platinum. I was over the moon, to be honest. I really enjoyed it. I managed to do a couple of the levels like quite easily, straightforward on veteran. Used a guide sometimes, and this guy's expertise. Definitely needed his help on the speedrun part, because I am absolutely useless at the speedrun at the beginning. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It was fun game, and I will play more. Definitely.
No, it's great, isn't it? You were at Far Cry 3, although it's my favourite, you weren't too fussed in the end, were you?
No, to be honest, I wasn't that bothered.
I think you appreciate Vass though, don't you?
I like the villain, I like Vass.
Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of I liked the world, it was just, I don't know, the story just wasn't rippling enough for me. But I did, like I could say, with Far Cry's, I've played 4 and 5, I wasn't a fan of 5 either, but I loved 4, so...
Yeah.
It's
weird how it changes because a lot of people 3 is their favourite, but then you'll see people who say 4. I've heard people say 5, and you not a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I like them all. Good fun. A few Lego games. Again,
love my Lego
across the
games.
profiles, you've done all of them, haven't you?
Yeah,
Harry
yeah.
Potter and Jurassic World was there. You've done Ninjago.
Oh,
You've done
and Marvel
Avengers.
Lego superheroes. I can't wait to play that one again.
So we've got a couple on this one, and I know Jurassic World's your favourite out of them three, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. My name is Mio. When you're doing 2 and 3,
Oh, they'll be coming shortly.
so we'll do the video. We'll go and get 102 trophies for
Woohoo!
you.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go and get that greatest trilogy ever made done. Slide.
Love it.
How good Slide, by the way.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Honest, one of the best games I've ever played.
Amazing game. I recommend to all.
yeah, let's not touch on Slide too much. You done the South Park games for the first time, though, didn't you? I think you had dabbled with them, but you didn't have the platinums before.
No, I had the Fractured Butthole platinum.
Fractured Butthole.
But what am I married to?
Anyway.
But the stick of truth, I didn't have that platinum originally. Obviously, you have to fight the boss at the end multiple times. Like, I thought you had to do it multiple times, but apparently, like, wearing different costumes, but apparently you can mix it all together. So when I went back and played it again, really enjoyed it. Yeah.
Kenny's dress, David Hasselhoff's face, whilst having diarrhea.
Yeah. It's
I don't make the rules.
It's South Park. What do you expect?
What do you expect?
Yeah.
Which do you prefer then out of the two of them?
The second one.
The second one.
The Fractured Butthole, definitely.
Yeah, I think the combat was pretty cool in the second one. We've done the Spyro games, which
obviously.
After we've mentioned Spyro a million times already, they were always going to be there. Which do you prefer out of them?
Number one.
First one.
Number one all the way. Number 3 is the weakest. It's terrible.
I don't think the game's bad.
The game isn't bad. It's just
I don't like how you are the people.
Yeah, that's the bit I don't get. Like, you are other characters, and you don't even have to complete the game 100% like the other two games. It's very strange. Like, it's not forcing you to go into it.
Yeah.
The platinum was actually made easier by doing that, to be honest. But it wasn't as enjoyable as the other two.
Tales from the Borderlands.
Love it. Fantastic Telltale game.
Yeah, I know we've mentioned the Telltale games a little bit with the questions. But yeah, I love it. It's my favourite one. Tales of Arise is one of those that you've recently started. How are you getting on with that?
I love it. It's fantastic. Perfect. Love the colours, love the art style. The story is so interesting and amazing.
Yeah.
The characters, I actually have the feels for all the characters as well. Like, I'm sat there and I'm just like, oh my god, like, all the time. Like, I absolutely love it. Brilliant game.
It does look pretty good. I'll definitely. It's just got so many JRPGs. I mean, because I'm grinding out Final Fantasy X, fighting the same couple of enemies for like 50 hours. It's doing my head in because I've got Dragon Quest XI there, got Persona 5 there. We've got Tales of Arise, Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. I want to get into all of them, but it's,
See, I've played all of them on other profiles.
Yeah, probably played more than me. And then finishing off the short but sweet list with The Witcher 3, which you get is just the Deathmatch and
just the Deathmatch with.
Should we have a look?
Yeah, there's the Deathmatch and the other difficulty one, which will come together. And I've got 2 fighting ones left. For whatever reason, one of them is not working for me. Like, if anyone's got any hints or tips on how I can do it, please. It's the one where you have to make someone bleed, set them up there. This one, the Overkill. Like, if anyone can, I have done that more than 10 times to people. And
bleeding poison, but I mean, I don't remember having any issues when I've done this.
I've googled it. No, a few people are saying it's a bit trickier, and the other one, I'm just
test the sound through it.
That I'm just not quick enough. I'm not quick at the button pressing.
So the easiest one generally is sometimes people can be, I don't know the right word, but almost put off a bit, and they'll try and do the actions in the order it says in the description.
Whereas, I think you need to mix it up, don't you?
Well, count as technically the hardest one to do or the longest one to perform, bearing in mind you've only got 4 seconds.
Yeah.
So you're better off countering as your first one, and then I imagine the other 3 are interchangeable in terms of how you can do it.
Well, I will get them, but I'm currently on Deathmatch and I'm working my way through Deathmatch.
Oh, and then you had a buggy contract.
Yeah, I messed up on this contract. Apparently, I got to the end of the contract, but apparently there's like a secret part to it where you have to, rather than go and talk to a guy, which the objective tells you to, you need to go in another house, and then it continues on a little bit longer from what I was reading. So I wasn't too impressed the fact that I missed that, but never mind. That DLC is 100% all done.
Wow, impressive.
And I just need to pick the other option in that one,
Oh yeah.
And for a night to remember. No, sorry, I have done the other option. No, that one's
Saying a
it's
flawless
a
victory.
yeah. So you've got a tournament in the game, like a knight's tournament, and I think I messed up on one of the horse races. So you do a bit of jousting, a bit of horse racing, and a fight, and you have to win everything. And I think I messed up on one of the horse races.
How did you find
So
the Gwent overall?
yeah,
Gwent, Gwent Master, by the
once
way.
I got used to Gwent, I actually really enjoyed it. And the fact that I don't need to play it now on deathmatch because everyone you go to, no one wants to play. I'm like, oh, so it's a little bit like I really enjoyed my Gwent, but now I'm on deathmatch. I haven't got my Gwent card, so I'd be useless without them.
Yeah, well, we'll start from the
Road to the platinum on Witcher 3 though, definitely.
Let's have a look at these milestones then. So you'll see, I mean, the profile kind of, when we were on about it being a new one, the times at the bottom you can see speak for itself. So the first trophy was only 3 months ago, so it's relatively new. I'd say she's done very, very well to achieve what she has in such a short space of time. So first trophy was The Witcher 3, fastest platinum it was Slide, obviously. First platinum, Stick of Truth was a good one to do first. And the latest one being Anthem. Nice. Rarest trophies is the Anthem Platinum as well. And I think what we'll need to look at, because I'd be more harsh with you.
I've got no
I'm only messing.
I've got none.
Need some ultra rares in there. We love ultra rares. So yeah, hopefully we can start getting some ultra rares. Nice little trophy cabinet as well.
That needs updating now. I've done Anthem.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So,
yeah, you'll have to pop Anthem in there just as
yeah.
it being the rarest one. That'd be cool. We'll have a little browse of the old stats.
Oh, it's going to be a random Wednesday at like 3 p.m. or something.
Like 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
Is this when I'm in bed and you sneak down?
Yeah, totally.
Getting more gaming time in.
All the time, every day. Oh, Mondays are creeping up to Wednesdays now.
Between 3 and 4?
I don't know. I thought I was at work.
Are you phoning in sick on a morning?
Every day.
I'm leaving the house and she then rings work
I work 2 days a week.
And then turn back around.
I literally work 2 days a week and then a night shift, or I work 3 days a week and a night shift. So my other day is off. Yeah, 3 p.m. is and 10 a.m. apparently as well.
Absolute crazy. But no, I think it's been pretty fun. Have you enjoyed it?
I have actually.
Yeah.
Are you going to do another review on my profile once I've got good?
Yeah, I think we'll do it again. Yeah, we'll do it in a couple of months.
When there's double platinums on there?
Yeah, we'll do like however many other people we've done it with. It could be reviewing your trophy list 15, but then it'll be a part 2 for your profile as such. Yeah. And then we can maybe put them side by side and see where you've got from now. Yeah, what I'll do as normal is in the comments, I'll drop all the links into all my social media, Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff. There'll be a link to the Discord. Get yourselves in there. Getting loads of requests through now. I am still taking them on board as well. Hopefully, I can try and get through them a little bit quicker because I know a few of you guys are eager to have them done. Just sometimes adult life, it is full-time job, and then this one to keep happy. But no, I'm going to try and get through them as quick as I possibly can. But yeah, get the Discord, get the requests in. Just want to thank everyone for all the amazing comments so far, all the support. It's been mega positive. I honestly didn't expect some of the things that I've read. It's been really nice to hear, and it's nice to know that you guys are enjoying listening to this kind of stuff. But yeah, I'll drop all of that in the comments. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that amazing stuff. And we'll see what happens in the next one. Take it easy.
Bye.